What's good, guys? CJ here, and welcome back to another DNA video. Today we got the ultimate Psyche build. We're going to talk about this character, their skills, demon wedges, characters you can pair her up with, weapons, geniemons, and all that good stuff. But with that intro out of the way, let's hop right into the character. First off, I gotta say, Psyche is an absolutely great character. You can get her relatively quick by doing your theater, and she's going to be able to carry you through so much content. She's extremely good. I also want to point out that I haven't been able to fully mid-max my Psyche because I've been just so busy working on other characters, doing other videos and all that good stuff. But nonetheless, today's build is absolutely cooking, and I'm able to clear everything in the game with it. So let's talk about it. First off, we're at 1.5k in Nemo attack, which is pretty damn good. We have 260 max sanity, 276 skill damage, base skill range, 212 skill duration, 223 skill efficiency, and 13% resolve. Now this is pretty much the base build that I wanted to go with, and I find it to be incredibly chill. You could do everything. You can deal so much damage, and it has so much sustain. With a character like Psyche, when I break down what she does, you'll understand why it's so important to have sustain on this character, and why I'm going to advise very specific demon wedges. I'm not only going to show you the ones I use on my build, but I got like 2 or 3 that I'm going to advise depending on the scenario. With that said, let's go into the skills. And I do want to say some of her skills are very lengthy, so I'm not going to like fully read them all out and break them down. I'm just going to give you guys the general rundown. So first off, we have her Chrysalis Dreamweave, which is going to be a skill that's going to allow her to deal damage. It has a lot of synergy with her kit, and is going to allow her to deal with multiple mobs, as you saw right there. So it's pretty damn good. And another good thing with this skill is that it's great for repositioning. You're going to be able to dodge boss attacks and all that good stuff. Incredibly good. Then we have her buff. It's called Fly Like a Butterfly, Sting Like a Bee, where you will turn into a butterfly and you'll be able to start shooting these like missiles or bullets at your enemies without any problem whatsoever. It's really damn cool. You'll be able to fly around, avoid a bunch of enemies, and overall deal insane amounts of damage. I do want to point out that while in this mode, depending on where you're at, it's going to either consume your sanity or your HP, so you're going to want to manage that pretty damn well. Then we have the passive, which is pretty much just a buff when dealing crit damage. You're going to be able to get one of these buffs, which is either attack boost, skill damage boost, or resolve boost, and is going to increase Psyche's damage for each buff she gains, up to 12 buffs, which is pretty damn good. Then we have Ephemeral as Due. When using Fluorescent Eclosion, if Psyche's HP percentage is no less than 75%, gains Ephemeral as Due. When triggering the effect of Morale or Resolve, it regards Psyche's HP percentage as 1%. This effect can only be triggered once every 120 seconds, so pretty damn good. Everything else is just your usual. Over here, you're going to get skill damage, you're going to get some Resolve, which is really nice, and this is your support ability, which is going to increase the attack for self and Anemo allies by 50%, so that's pretty damn basic. Moving on to the introns, I want to say her first intron 1, is super good. Using Chrysalis Dreamweave or Photostasis restores 10% of Psyche's max HP and increases Psyche's damage by 35% for 12 seconds. Incredibly good intron. I advise that if you can, by all means, go ahead and get this as fast as possible. Her Intron 2 has seen a lot of controversy, where a lot of people have been saying that this Intron right here is going to break your Psyche and it's going to make her super bad. I'm going to tell you right now that's not true. This right here is going to make her pretty good, whether you're doing bosses. If you're doing bosses, this thing is actually really good. And if you're doing AoE, despite the fact that this is going to spread some of the enemies, with this build you'll be able to spam it enough to where you'll deal pretty damn good damage, have an uptime on your buff, and it's overall pretty damn good. It's not the greatest of all time when it comes to like dealing with mobs, because it is going to like hit them and like push them back, but nonetheless it's still a very good intron to have. And as we move down from there, I'm not going to really cover them because you guys have the opportunity to farm those as time goes on, and this is not the i6 build video that I will eventually put out. With all that said, let's move on over to the demon wedges, okay, because this is where it gets juicy. This is the current build that I purposely decided to go for, and I think it's probably the most balanced build out there, and it gives you the most sustain. I really like this build. So obviously we have Prime Resolve for obvious reasons. It's going to give you that resolve and all the other stat sticks. Then we have Midnight Sun. It's going to give you the skill damage, Anemo attack, skill duration, which is just a really nice thing to have in there. You can swap that out for something else if you so desire, but I find this to be pretty good. From here, we have Whispering Zephyr. It's going to give you 30% skill damage, and when an Anemo character uses combat skill, it gains an 84% skill damage increase for 6 seconds, which is pretty damn often with Psyche. So this is an amazing, amazing Demon Wedge, okay? After this, we have 4 Blaze Volition. Yes, we over here stacking Blaze Volition because this is just an insane Demon Wedge, right? It's going to give you attack percentage and skill damage. Absolutely cracked Demon Wedge. I wish we had this for every single element, but hey, since we don't, we're going to use it right here. 4 of these are going to be very, very good. They're going to give you a lot of damage. Now, this slot right here is the one where you guys can do with it what you want. I run Wings Inspo in gold because I think it makes Psyche so much smoother to play. You can run her with other things here, but I truly believe that Wings Inspo is probably her best Demon Wedge to give her that sustain and allow her to do more damage for a longer period of time, and she's just incredibly good with it. But I know some people might not want to run Wings Inspo, right? So I'm going to tell you some other Demon Wedges that you can use, and I do want to point out, if you don't have gold Wings Inspo, you can absolutely run her with her blue version. Where is it? It's somewhere up in here. Yeah, so you can run her with the blue Wings Inspo and you'll be absolutely fine. Obviously the gold is going to be much better, but yeah, Wings Inspo is going to be really damn good. Now, here are the Demon Wedges that you can also run, and I've seen people do insane work with, not only on this character, but other characters. The first one I'm going to recommend is going to be Duel. Increases damage dealt by 24% when facing less than 2 enemies within a 20-meter range. Now, this is going to be really good for bossing. If you're doing some bosses and you want to get some extra damage, you can absolutely slot this in, and it's going to increase your damage dramatically. So this is really good for Psyche when it comes to bosses. Now, where you choose to slot it, that's absolutely up to you, but this is something that you guys can actually keep in mind. Now, another thing that you can actually run here is going to be another Blaze Volition instead of your Wings Inspo, and I'm gonna be honest, I personally tried that out. While you do deal more damage, you have a lot less sustain, so in the long run you end up dealing less damage. So personally, I don't like it. Now, if we're really strong for a burst comp, maybe Blaze Volition will have a good spot here, you know, to burst down a boss real quick, but I still like Wings Inspo. Nonetheless, Blaze Volition is a valid option for here. And the last one that I want to bring up is Blaze Resolve. You can swap that in for either Wings or maybe one of your Blaze Volition, and this is going to give you attack and, well, Resolve. And those are the 3 Demon Wedges that I do advise you can run here instead of your Wings Inspo if you really want that, or maybe swap one of those out for Blaze Volition. Nonetheless, those are some options when it comes to your build. Moving on over, we got the weapons. For the melee weapon, you have Elpides Abound, which is her signature weapon. It's going to be pretty much her best in slot, at least for now. We'll have to do more testing and see how it goes, but this right here seems to be the best, right? It gives you Resolve, and then after an Anemo character uses their ultimate skill, grants 1000 Winds Blessing, increasing Resolve by 8% and attack speed by 15% for 15 seconds. Each instance of skill damage or ranged weapon damage extends the duration by a few seconds. So this is an absolutely insane weapon for her. It just literally fits her playstyle. It was made for her. That's what these weapons are for. It was made for her. Go ahead and rock it and you'll be absolutely fine. Moving on over to the ranged weapons, I'm rocking Express Duo because it just gives you some nice skill damage to add on top of what she already has as skill damage, right? It's just simply good to use. There might be other options that give more benefits, but this is a very solid weapon that you can rock on her and you won't regret it. The reason I'm not going into the actual builds of these weapons is simple. I'm not actually rocking these with like actual builds. I'm just using these to like stat stick and move around, especially this weapon right here. I'm just using it to move around, and when it comes to her ranged weapon, it's literally just there for the hell of it. Moving on over to her actual main weapon right here. This is her bread and butter. This is what I'm rocking with on this weapon. We're currently using crit chance on her consonance weapon. We're using crit damage as well, so crit chance, crit damage, very good for the crits. We're using fold over for multi-shot. It's going to be really damn good. And then we're using celerity for that increase of attack speed. This, I think it's honestly probably her best build after I've done some testing and seen some people telling me about it. I do think it's going to be really good. But by all means, feel free to test for yourself and tell me what Demon Wedges you're using on her consonance weapon. that's really everything regarding the actual character and the build. Let's move on over to the geniemons. Now obviously the battle pass geniemon is going to be very good for her. The one that's a Nemo, it's going to work great with her. But in case you don't have it, you picked another one, or you're absolutely completely free to play, I'm going to tell you some good options. The first option I want to talk about is the shiny, or not the shiny, the Dandymeow. I'm already stuck with the shinies, but yeah, Dandymeow. This one's going to be really good because it's going to heal herself and allies for 30% of the main character's max HP, and is going to grant them 10% defense for 15 seconds, and then the passive skill is going to increase a Nemo attack for the main character and the combat partners by 2%, and the stats provided by Demon Wedges with prefixes Phoenix by a certain percent. So it's going to be really good because you're going to want to have a partner that's going to be able to heal you, and overall I think this one is pretty damn good. Now recently I've been using this one right here, Mr. Goodnight. I think Mr. Goodnight is honestly really damn nice. Continuously heals self and allies, restoring 5.4% of their max HP per second for 10 seconds, which is really good. When it comes to the passive, is going to increase the attack percentage, max HP, and the defense of the character. So this is going to be really good because it's going to give you max HP, which is going to stack with this, is going to give you attack and a little bit more defense, and I do think it's really good considering that it's going to do it for 10 seconds, right? And it's going to give you 5.4 when maxed up. It's a pretty damn nice chunky heal that's continuous and works perfectly with Psyche. So I do think those two are some very solid options that you guys can go ahead and build for your Psyche. With all that said though, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's about it for this video. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about this character, what you think about this build, and how you're liking Psyche. And also let me know what other characters you would like me to cover next. For now, thank you all for watching. Hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.